Okay, so if you live in Northern Ireland, I need to explain something that matters specifically to you that most people in Northern Ireland have not fully registered yet. Right now, we are in a more vulnerable position than anyone else in the UK when it comes to proposed EU supplement regulations, and it boils down to something called the Windsor Framework. After Brexit, Northern Ireland ended up in a unique constitutional position. We're part of the United Kingdom, but unlike England, Scotland or Wales, EU food supplement law applies directly here. Now that means that when the EU finalises dose caps on vitamins and minerals, such as 800 IU for vitamin D or 12.5 micrograms for vitamin B6, those caps will apply to our health shops, our pharmacies and our clinics. The rest of Great Britain is going to be under UK law, which is currently not making the same moves. We're going to be the test case. Now, I want to be precise here because I am making a political argument about the Windsor Framework. It doesn't work. As a herbalist, I cannot import seeds from the UK to Northern Ireland because they would be contravening the border control. Nor can I get them from EU because EU will not ship to me because I am in the UK. It doesn't work. It doesn't add up. Now, Brexit and the border question are contested territory, but that's not what this one is going to be about. What I'm making this time is a clinical and economic argument. The products that my patients in Northern Ireland rely on, which is properly formulated, appropriately dosed, supplements that actually work, they're at risk of being removed from the shelves or weakened to the point of clinical irrelevance. And we have less political leverage than an EU member state would have to push back on this because we're the bastard children that nobody wants. Nobody cares about what happens to Northern Ireland. We are in a gap. So what can we do about it? Well, first of all, Save Our Supplements is a petition. It's saveoursupplements.ie. It is over 25,000 signatures. And if you're in Northern Ireland and you haven't signed it, please do, because at least in the Dáil, they're going to be able to recognise us as citizens of the state. I know, it's the Barmy Army. The second then is to contact your MLA. Now, your member of the Legislative Assembly needs to hear from you, the constituent, and it's a simple, short message. I am concerned about EU food supplement regulations applying in Northern Ireland under the Windsor Framework, and I'd like to know where you stand. That should be enough. And you can get that by going on to niassembly.gov.uk to get their email address. Thirdly, you can keep in loop with the wild sage here. I'm going to be tracking this carefully and I'm going to be working with politicians and I'm going to be publishing detailed briefings. I'm also going to be publishing monographs as to why ashwagandha is safe, as to why we need reishi mushroom and cordyceps on our shelves. It's worth following, so like, share and subscribe. Not because I actually want to be an influencer, but because this is something that deserves change, and actually you deserve better than what you're getting from your politicians. I did stand in politics, I just wasn't voted. This is a chance to make a difference. Northern Ireland has had to fight for access to things others have taken for granted. This is another one of those situations, but it's a fight that can be influenced if we know what's happening. So share this, subscribe to it. There's a load more to cover.